Okay, welcome to Bishan Ang Mo Kio Park. Okay, today we're just gonna walk around and do some shots with our camera. Let's go. Do you shoot birds?
No, I don't shoot because 35mm too wide to shoot any birds.
That time I bumped into one gentleman. Then he was telling me he shoot birds. So I was curious. So where do you go shooting birds? He said, go Jurong Bird Park lah. I said, huh, seriously? He said, yeah, well, all the birds are there. So what's so troublesome? I said, oh, yeah, quite true.
Yeah, he's right.
For those who've never been here or those who visit Singapore in the future, you can come to this place. Hi everybody, today is our second episode of the shooting film Kakis with Charles, and today I'm very happy that I can invite another friend. His name is?
My name is Lutfi.
We met quite some time ago during one of the shoot, and then after that I approached him to join us with the exhibition, and that's how our friendship developed. So today we're going to talk about something interesting, okay, something we have in common. Our first Leica film camera. His first Leica film camera is a M6, and mine is a CL. Okay, so there's a bit of I think story we can share a bit why we get this camera. And maybe you want to start first.
I actually was thinking of getting a film camera. I was thinking about actually getting a Voigtlander at first, but then I decided like, okay, if you want to keep something that's good, has history with it, and it's not robust, I think the Leica camera would not fail you. So, and I also wanted something more automated. That means got light meter at least.
It's a wonderful combination of the previous M3 and M4, those cameras which are popular in those days, and then they improve in it by adding built-in light meter. And it's so convenient to use that a lot of people like it. That's why it get popular. And it started from what, 1984, stopped production around 2003 or 04, right? So now it's no more in production, but it's still doing very well. Now a bit about my camera. This is a CL, not the digital one, the film one. I like to buy camera with a bit of history, and I found that the Leica CL was made during the 1973 to 77. During that time, the Japanese was making a lot of fast, cheap, good camera, and Leica sales was a bit threatened. So they decided to find a Japanese company to collaborate. Minolta make the camera body, and Leica make the M mount lens. So it's the so-called cheapest entry level for the M mount lens camera. So it sold quite well until it also threatened the M series camera. If I'm not wrong, in the 1977 or something, they stopped production. So it stopped production not because it's not good, because it's cheap and good. The only thing I don't like about this camera is this lux thing is on the side. So you have to hang this way, and then you have to carry left from the left hand. A bit weird for most of us. So actually, I got a friend, Kenji, to make this for me. So if you are interested in this, I'll put the tag or whatever later. You can go and find out more and get it from him done. It's quite nicely locally made. Besides that, and it's light meter. It's like a needle thing on the side, so it's not those like the newer like M6. There's limitation to it also. You can't use bigger lengths because the rangefinder thing is so small here. So anything is thicker, it will block the rangefinder and you can't focus. Okay, and it comes with a 40mm lens and a 90mm lens when they sold it in a set. Lutfi, can you explain to us how you actually operate this camera for those who never use this camera or interested in this camera?
After you loading the film from the bottom, okay, first, remember to put your ISO. Because sometimes we put a camera, we say, hey, what film will you use, what ISO is it? So this ISO dial will tell you like, okay, what ISO we have in the camera. Okay, once you set the ISO, don't forget to advance. Okay, now inside my
got film inside.
Yeah, I got film inside. So,
okay, no problem.
For rangefinder, you don't look through the lens like most SLR, which is like they have a mirror inside here, so you look through, and then you can see what comes out of the lens. So for rangefinder, your viewfinder is actually on the left hand side. Okay, and what you have to do is when you look through it, there you can see the viewfinder, and this will light up the frame lines on like where the image of the photo will be. Okay, and then this will be like your patch. Okay, where you need to align and make sure it's in focus. The shutter speed only goes to 1 to 1000, which is not very fast because you want to shoot like daylight at 2.8. Sometimes you have to stop down because you'll be overexposed.
Yeah.
What you have here is actually the frame line finder. Then it has a 50, 75, 90, and 28 mm.
So usually you shoot aperture priority or shutter speed priority?
I will have to look at the scene. So once I see it very bright, so I will just usually I set the shutter speed first.
Okay.
Then I'll set the aperture later. So yeah, I've time to accustomed to like, okay, if it's very hot outside, I will set the shutter speed maybe to 1 to 1000. Then I will know like maybe 5.6, f4 or f8.
Yeah.
Because that will give you the good. Because if I shoot wide open, it will just sometimes you blow out everything.
Definitely,
so
definitely.
I say the shutter speed.
Yeah. Unless you put on a ND filter like ND4 or ND8 to cut the light so that you can open it a bit wider and get a better depth of field, right? Yeah. Now we go to our CL. The ISO button is not at the back; it's in front. So what you do is you have to press this silver button and turn around to find the right ISO. Then the shutter speed knob is over here in front instead as on top like the M. Okay, it doesn't have the frame line thing, so you click and then it just show you the frame line. And at the bottom here, it's just a reminder what film you have inside. And this is a release button for you to rewind the film. And the rewind, it's at the bottom here. So it's a bit different from the M6. So to remove the cover, you just have to turn and pull. So this is how thin the material is. Yeah, it's kind of like very thin, right? Yeah, you can have a look at that. Then you flip it up.
It's well made.
Then you load your cartridge here and then pull it over here and you start winding. And yeah, after loading the film, just click and advance. Okay. So the field of camera definitely is different from the M6. Yeah, it's the M6 feel much better, much more solid.
I think I know why a lot of people like it because it's small and you use M lens, which is very good lenses.
It's only that, like I said, the limitation is that you can't use bigger lens because the diameter will cover the rangefinder's patch, and then you can't see. It comes with a light meter also, but the light meter is not the LED light. It's like a little stick on the left side of the viewfinder, and it moves up and down, and then you get the needle in the middle, right? Then it's focused. Of course, the light meter needs battery. I used to use these old batteries. I liked it because of its history, and actually it's a very good, small, reliable camera. So what are the lenses that you usually use?
Most of the time for the M cameras, I use the 35mm. So what I have now on this camera is the Zeiss 35 2.8. Okay. I also have here with me is my first ever M mount lens, which is the Voigtlander Nocturne, a classic. Okay. Yeah. So this is you can shoot to 1.4, where the Zeiss shoots at 2.8. Okay. So the Voigtlander to me is very artistic. Okay. It's imperfect. At 1.4, it's very nice. Not sharp, but on film it looks very dreamy, very the bokeh is very a bit busy to some people, but to me I like it because I've used this for about it's probably 4. I've shot with this lens for 4 years. So it's a very good lens. For the Zeiss, of course, I think most people know about the current Zeiss lenses are sharp. Okay, so with some flaws, sometimes I want perfection. So like images, I want to get it sharp. Most people say Zeiss has that pop. But I agree with that. But if you want more contrast in colors, I think the Zeiss does not fail. There are two different, the same focal length, but how I create imagery with either one is totally dependent on what I have in mind,
Okay.
what I'm shooting with. Yeah.
So this camera comes with a 40mm f2.0 lens and a 90mm f4 lens. Okay, so but I only use the 40mm. It's kind of different from the other 35 and 28 or 50. It's in between, but I kind of get used to it lah. So it's a nice compact combo, like you can see here. So I also recently have gone into using the 50mm lens and also the 90mm lens, because I like to do contact sheet scanning kind of thing. So I don't want to crop. I want to have the sprocket and everything.
Yeah.
So I'm challenging myself to shoot with different focal length.
Yeah.
I like to shoot different kind of thing lah. Like I shoot sports.
Yeah.
I shoot fireworks.
Okay, I
was
guess
nothing
good.
I never knew I could do it. I surprised myself with quite interesting pictures for fireworks, and even for sports, it looks kind of challenging. It's like, nowadays who shoots film, right, for sport. So nowadays I kind of like to once in a while to go to my friends, like the gym thing, to shoot like the Muay Thai, last time I shot some Muay Thai or some BJJ, that kind of thing. And yeah, it's interesting sometimes you shoot that kind of stuff in film also. Let's share about the pictures we took with our camera.
Okay, yeah, so this photo, I think I took it during a photo walk. So as you can see, she's standing behind closed shutter. So it's like, this is quite interesting. So I don't want to be like in front of the person, so I took it from the side,
Yeah, I quite like the line and the depth of field, and then the separation between she's like the contrast between her dress and the back. You can see the different shape.
Yeah, so I think black and white, back then I was developing myself, so I was like, oh, this is very good.
Oh, so you self-developed this one?
Yeah.
I think you can frame it out, it's quite nice, yeah.
Yeah.
It reminds me of one of those fashion shop at Suntec City, where this guy also holding it.
I
Probably
remember that
from
one.
the same group. Yeah, very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. Okay, interesting. And this one you're using the 35?
This is the void lender. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay. Next one. This looks like Japan.
Oh yeah, this one was taken in Japan. So I happened to was looking around, then I just saw this guy come out. I think it was in I would say easily 5 seconds. He just popped up with his camera up. So I managed to zone focus and then just shot a snap the photo. Now that I realize this, the left side of the photo is like the white building, the right, then the left side is like the dark building. Yeah.
So
it's like
cuts
split
right
between,
in the
then that's nice. So yeah.
Yeah, beautiful pictures.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so-
interesting, huh? And nobody's bothered by him.
Yeah,
nobody.
Yeah.
Sometimes you never know, you just snap and
Yeah.
then you realize, hey, actually it was something more than what you expected, right?
Yeah.
That's the beauty about sometimes street
Yeah.
photography. Yeah. Okay, next.
Oh yeah.
This is familiar. This is back home. Yes.
Yeah, so all of us knew that the Carrefour Roadshow building will be torn down. I figured that a photo should be taken to keep in memory of the building.
Yeah.
Then I realized at the back is they call it the Batman building.
Oh yeah.
so
Gotham City.
Yeah,
Gotham
so
City,
it kind of stacks it quite nicely.
What film were you using for this one?
What? I think it's a Superior. Fuji Superior.
Okay.
Yeah.
Color is very nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, next. This one is quite a funny picture.
Yeah. Okay. So this was actually with the same group of photo walk.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think I ran out of the black and white then put in a.
Also, you brought two cameras.
I bought one camera, but I think my black and white was. There are some people who shoot with digital, also shoot with film cameras also.
Yeah.
So here I think they were shooting someone posing across where left side of my shoulder. So it was interesting to just take a photo of people shooting other stuff.
You can see the difference between a film photographer and a digital photographer. Right? The long hair guy is looking to the live view, and the film guy is looking to the viewfinder. Now this is a different one. Are you still using the same lens or different?
Oh, this is a different lens. This is I think you use the Zeiss lens.
Zeiss lens.
Yeah,
okay.
but I think this one I shot with the Cine Still. That's why you can see it's like the blue tint.
Okay.
Yeah, so
usually Cine Still people shoot at night, right? But
then I think I do shoot during the day because you shouldn't limit yourself to what you want to
try it out and shoot different situation. Okay. So why you took this shot?
One thing I realized when I used the Zeiss lens was actually the image that I said why between the Voigtlander and Zeiss, the Zeiss has more, I would say, sharpness. This just shows some things that what I prefer to shoot on is something that what I want to create.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah. So so this was I think shot by Zeiss also. Okay. So you can think it was shot at the C2. I think Fuji C200. Yeah. So you can see the color is so rich. Yeah. The contrast, the blues, the greens. Actually, the greens is just very greeny. So yeah, this was along Farrer Park. Yeah, so what I like is like you see those houses and then there's one big tree.
Yeah, the big tree is quite unique. And it's like it's like it got cut off on the left hand side.
Yeah, for sunny and there's a lot of contrast. I think the Zeiss is a very good lens.
Next, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, this one you can really see.
So the previous picture and this is the same row. So I was like testing like okay, what is the sharpness good? Is the depth of field? How it does it look like? And then how it performs basically. So as you can see, this was shot at I think 2.8. So there was some keys left there. So I just said, okay, why not just test it? So after I took it, like wow, then you can see the depth. And you can actually almost see how the separates between the background and the focus itself.
Yeah, and the colors is really nice.
Yeah, as you can see, it's very contrasty, very rich.
Next one. Okay,
So,
this is Wampo, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah. So I think this was shot at f8. So in a way, so I was testing also the
different aperture.
Yeah, aperture, like how does it perform? And like I said, it doesn't disappoint. Yeah. So its sharpness and contrast is there. Look at the greens, it's so green. Yeah.
Quite natural, the tone.
Yeah.
Not too warm and all that. Very nice. Okay. Now my turn to share my photos taken with the CL. Okay, this was taken with the original 40mm f2. So I was using Kodak T-Max 400, and I like this shot because like I went to this place called Real Estate, and that day the light was pretty good. So I thought I want to try shooting against the light. And this is my friend's son, and I love the flare that this lens gave me, and
I like the highlights on the shadows.
Yeah, the highlights on the back and the neck and the shoulders.
Creates a silhouette.
The next one, similar picture now with the guy who holding the boy. It's my friend, his son, and then another friend there. So same thing, sitting down there, chillax, and had a bit of sun coming from the back there, and I like this. It's like because it looks like them old photos from Leica taken many years ago because of the settings and all that. And so I like the tones and the lights, the flare, everything that comes with it. And see the highlights.
Nice. The highlights.
Next, okay, like I say, I like to experiment. Nowadays with all kinds of things, not just street or buildings or whatsoever. Or I haven't shoot birds actually yet. So maybe one of these I will try. But it's I think too fast for my camera. I don't know. I'll try. I bought a 90mm lens. This is a Ross London extra large 3.5 lens. Yeah. So because I tried shooting some sports and 50mm is too far. So I thought, okay, let's try a tele lens, and I bought this 90mm and managed to shoot, get some beautiful shots. And when I was there, some of these people were looking at me and said, "Are you sure you still can capture spots with this kind of like film camera indoors?" And and you have to, the patch is so small. But I don't know.
I think you get a good photo.
So I was quite surprised that I could capture interesting pictures with this setup, and it's quite amazing, And this is the Alpha APX 100 film. The next one, is another close-up.
Wow, this is good. I like
that. You can see the expressions and all that. I like to take spots sometimes. You can see the expression.
And it's hard, I guess, try to find the...
Yeah, exactly. At the same time, you not just frame them, you have to focus, and then they're moving. But one thing BJJ is good, sometimes they're not moving, so you can quickly focus. Not like, you Muay Thai or something, really, really fast, or running or something.
So
So it's quite an interesting sport to shoot, you know. If anybody want to
Maybe I
shoot
should try
sports,
one day,
yeah,
yeah.
anybody want to try sports, like I think BJJ is one thing to start with. I mean, when you shoot film, you know. Yeah, okay. Next one, let's go to another one. Okay, you show Japan. I also must show Japan. We love Japan, right? We love to shoot in Japan. This is in Fukuoka. About a few years ago when I went there. I went there during autumn time. So autumn is the best time to go because you see all the different shades of colors of the trees and all that. Everything is beautiful and the weather was wonderful and all that. And this is one of my favorite shots. You can see the different colors of the trees. And then the car happened to be like the traffic light. They all line up so nicely. It's like, you know, it's just like Japanese. Discipline. Everything is like discipline, you know. So this was shot with the Fuji color film. Okay, next, I want to show this because it's like, you know, when I go to Japan, I want to go into their community and to see daily life things. Like, one of the things I like to shoot is market. But that day, I was like walking through some of the small shrines and it happened that there was a few couples getting married. That weekend itself, there was a lot of, I don't know what, maybe it's auspicious day, quite a number of couples getting married. So this one couple that was there. And then they even asked me to help them take group photo and all that. So I thought I am one of them. So I took this because like, I think it's quite nice, you know, because like, I mean, some of them we take pictures of, you know, I mean.
And then we can see like different cultures,
how they pose. Very cute, you know. Okay, next one. Okay, this is what I was telling you, like my first experience in shooting fireworks. It's a Hongbao River thing, and then there's fireworks every now and then in the evening. So happened I was like shooting, you know, on my own, you know. Then one of my friends called up, said, "Hey, there's fireworks. You want to go and shoot?" I said, "But I only got film camera." He said, "Just come and try lah. Similar thing." I said, "Oh, okay lah." I left a couple of shots. I went there, so not knowing how to shoot, so my friend gave me some tips about how to shoot fireworks, and I just there and try my own. Just shoot lah. Then I shoot the first shot. You hold like 8 seconds or 6 seconds, then you release or something like that. Okay, then I forgot that I was using a film camera. So I keep pressing, like go. Then I'm like, oh no, I forgot to advance. so they're like, okay, shoot, let go, advance, shoot, let go, advance. It was like kind of like kanchong. Really, you get really like, panic here and there, no? But I got about 8 shots of all this, and I managed to get some interesting shots. The clarity is there, sharpness is there. Yeah, just that you know. Then I learned that actually you don't anyhow press. You have to see, you know, observe where the bird's gonna come, and you press, you get a kind of flower thing. So, but anyway, it's my first time doing it, so I'm quite happy with the result.
Very nice, very nice.
Yeah. So you can see I used the cable release to shoot the thing, and I was using a 35 f1.4, and it's not wide enough. Not wide enough, but it's the widest I have.
It's okay. I think it should be fine.
But I still can cover the whole area lah. Okay, let's see the next picture. Yes, so this is the finale burst.
Wow.
So I managed to get the whole thing in, you know.
So Ep.2 is a good film to shoot.
Yeah, exactly. Hopefully.
So you shot at 1.4. This is 1.4 infinity.
No, I think you have to shoot at f8.
F8 infinity.
Yeah, f8 infinity. Then
just 8 seconds.
Use bulk mode lah. Yeah, you count 1,000, 2,000, 6,000. It depends actually also lah. It depends how long you want the trail to be and where it is. And then there's actually you need to cover a bit just to stop the exposure to get certain part in, certain out. So I was too lazy to do the covering of the lens thing, so I just snap and then just.
I guess it still looks nice.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah. Okay.
I've never tried it, but maybe I should try
you
one
should
day.
try it. Gram for night. Okay, that's the ending of our sharing.
Oh, okay. That's
All right, man. Thanks for coming today, Lutfi, and thanks for sharing your M6 with us. So before I let you go, just want to know why you shoot film and what do you think about film photography?
Shooting film was like maybe I guess something I never tried. I started with digital, but I realized that okay, why not try film? So film has what film actually has taught me is to actually slow down and kind of like shoot with intention if you really want to make it worth. I also like there are different film to help me get certain looks. Yeah, so they make me, of course, slow down a lot because every shot is cost money. But I think the experience of shooting film and after that getting the images back and see how the images turn out to be and what you think it is like wow, I cannot stop. And it's always nice to like, it's the tactile feeling that you just take and then you get focus and then you like, yeah. So yeah, I think the M6 is one camera that I will like
keep forever
because I think I like how the experience of shooting film with this camera.
And probably pass down to your kids next time.
No, I think they probably have to
get your own.
So I will, yeah. Tell you, you can get your own camera. You can try and practice, but you cannot own this yet.
Thank you for coming again.
Thank you for having
me. We hope that our sharing will help you to understand more about some of this camera and also have an interesting experience. And if you are interested, join our regular group, the Let's Shoot Film SG. Go to the Facebook and then follow some of the groups there that will go from photo walk sometimes. And enjoy. You see, he can't wait to shoot already. Bishan Ang-Mo-Kio Park. Awesome. The recycle hill. Amazing.